Howdy everybody. So what I got today, I have 6 12 by 12 double-sided sheets and a handful of 8.5 by 11 pieces of black cardstock, just because black seems to go with what I got going on here. What I want to do is I want to make a journal, kind of like I did a journal for the folios. Make a journal kind of with the one-sheet wonders. So the plan is, if I cut these in half, okay, that would make 6 very nice multi-paged little one-sheet wonders in the pattern. I can cut these down to make the cover for these. Also sheets in between each one, which is what I believe I'm going to do. What you'll need are, get your supplies ready. I just happen to have, these are all out of one of the packs that you can get from Wally World. I just happen to like it. The only one that doesn't really go with what's going on is the black one. It's got this marbly looking, kind of off pattern. I mean, it goes with, but you know how that is. We can always treat it like a single-sided sheet there too. So I also have some wall stickers. These were from the Dollar Tree, and they just happen to go more so well, actually all of them kind of go with what's going on in these papers. I'm thinking these are what's going to be decorating my black sheets and probably the cover. So if you want to go run, get some supplies, get your things ready, we'll be ready to go with this project real soon. But as far as going all out decorating, most people know that when I do this, I don't go all out decorating. I get it to a certain point, and then it's up to you to get it decorated the way you like. I was kind of looking at this, but I like the writing part of it. The first thing I do know that we're going to do is we're going to get one of our sheets ready. Take your top one. Now, if you want to leave the band on it and work around that, that's fine. You know, get them cut in half. The majority of these are going to be scored the same way, so we can get them into our little book. The less changes we make in the overall structure, the better off it'll be, because the book will be more uniform. Hey guys, okay, so for the cover, I'm going to trim an 8.5 by 11. I'm going to trim it down to 6.5. Put that aside. Don't throw it. We'll be using it. Then I'm going to rotate it. And the first thing I'm going to do is score the 1-inch mark. I don't know if you can see me or not, but okay. And that is going to be our cover. We're going to need 2 of these. Okay. Set these 2 aside. Now for the one-page wonders, this is what I have it, how I have it set up. This is just the base, no frills, no nothing. And what we're going to do is we're going to get your 12-inch paper, trim the band off. And then we're going to cut it at 6 inches. I think I went crooked. That's okay. stripes. Okay, with the first sheet, the first thing we're going to do, bring it, and we're going to score it. It's going to be this one here, the sheet that we're working on. Okay. Now my stuff's backwards to y'all, but you're going to score it at the 1, the 5, and then at 8 3/4. It's going to be the first one. Get out the way of you. And I'm working backwards to you. Is it 1? It's going to be on the 7 for me. And then at the 3/4 inch. Alright. And you're going to fold these two, not this one. And you can fold them however you like. Waiting to see, especially if you have a double-sided paper, you might want to fold it a little bit differently so you can see your papers. Now your second one, you're going to start off and you're going to give it a score at 3/4. Actually, you know what we'll do? We're going to flip it around because it really doesn't matter at this point. Your first score will be at 3 3/4. Your second score will be at 7 1/4. Your third score will be at 11 1/2 ish. I'll say, yeah. So, or if you do it this way, it'll be, actually, the first score will be at 5/8. Your second one will be at 4 5/8. Then your third one will be at 8 1/4. So, you know, however you want to do it. If you want to mess with the 8s that way, otherwise, it's 3 3/4, 7 1/4, and then the end there. So I'm going to line this up this way. I'm going to make sure I get this right. So I only have one sheet, so I'm going to do mine from the 3 3/4 way. And then we said 7 1/4. Then we say 7 1/4, right? I can't see for the shiny. Is it 7 1/4? Okay, and then that last little bit down here. And then you can fold this up. Just get your paper moving and fold this over. Okay. Now, how I have this set up is this one with that first 1 inch is going to be the base to this. This is going to be attached in here. You can go that way, or you can always flip it over and do it this way. But it's done so that you can see both the papers. This can also go back and around. You don't have to have it in the book. You can fold it up and have it in this way. It's entirely up to you how you do this. So, I kind of like mine. That's another thing too, with it like this, you can also attach it in here and have it fold over, make a page, and then have this come up. And this is how it'll look in the folio. You can open this, you can go backwards with it. This would be attached. Then you could come out or fold it in. There's a lot of options with these two little pieces of paper like this. So I think what I'm going to do is, I kind of like it like that. I'm just playing around now, y'all. Don't mind me. Let's see, which way does this go? So, yeah. Alright, so that's the top. That's how I'm going to do mine, like this. So you can see where it overlaps things. Sorry, y'all. Let's see, where's my end here? Here it is. Let's see, I go this way. So there's one. Now with these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up making like pockets. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put a pocket right here. Let me trim this right quick. I'm going to do a pocket. first pocket. And then here. Oops. So it's that pocket there. All right. Let's see. Now we have our first folio. What we can do is place it, and that's where it's going to be in the book itself. We're going to be lining up this 1 inch marks, that edges that we have, stack them up. I'm also going to be putting just plain cardstock in between some of these, just to give it a little bit of bulk, I guess you could say. Now, as far as this wide, I haven't done any measurements, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is fold back to make little tuck spots on the inside of both the front and back covers. So, plus we have decorating room if we want. But that's the main, how we're going to be doing a bunch of these like that. There's other ways you can set these up. I'm going to go ahead and use this pink for one, just because it goes with everything else that I'm doing. The first thing I'm going to do with it, though, before I put this one together, I'm going to make this a pocket back here, right here. Let me see. Go ahead and cut out the little notches. There we go. Let me see. I'm going to round some corners. There's my first pocket. Let's see. I'm going to just put this in. Put it in right here. And then with this, excuse me, I'm going to cut an angle on it. Something kind of, I lost my pencil, through right here. Hold on to that. Let me see. Alright, and then I'm going to make this another little pocket. Alright. And then that one's ready to go as well. We got the little fold in. We have a pocket. We have a page. Okay, and that's two. That easy. I kind of like this little pink thing. There's a pocket. We have a pocket right here. I think what I'll do, it wouldn't be too bad. Or I can put it on the inside of one of these. Actually, I could put it this way. On there. Or I can use it on the main page here. I kind of like it back in here. Alright. Alright. And then there's two. Ready to go. Same size. I'm going to do them all kind of in the same thing. Just, I'm going to change up the little layouts in each one so they're not all exactly the same. But they're all going to have that 1 inch along the one edge. And they're all going to fold up to 5 inches. So the covers themselves are 8.5 by 6. We're going to be trimming, I may be trimming them down. I don't know. Let's see. We need 5 inches, 6, 5.5. Let's see. One, so from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. We'll put it there. Yeah, we could do tuck spots on the inside of these. So that's what I'm going to do. Your covers, you're going to score 1 inch from the left hand side, and then we're going to come over to 5.5 inches, and we might could do 4.25. Actually, yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, come over 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4.5 inches. Okay, and that should be more than enough room for us to do a little fold spot, tuck spot, I mean, or pocket. Okay, we'll fold it this way, I guess. Yeah, go this way. over. Decorating, yeah, let me go ahead and do some corners on here. Let's see, what else we got? I'll just go ahead and put a thumb notch. There we go. Add some glue. And there's the inside of your cover. So when you open it up, we'll have that. And then we'll have several of these. The back side. This one's the back side of that one. Go ahead and get the other cover done up the same way. 1 inch from the left side, and then over 4 1/4. Did we go 4 1/4 or 4 1/2? We went. Yeah, 4 1/4. Double, make sure, triple double, yeah. 4 1/2. And I'm going to do the same thing with that. And then this is the inside of the back cover, so you might want to make sure that you fold in your flap the right way. That might help if you fold it straight too. Okay, back cover, then your folios, or your one-page wonders, and then your front cover. And then I'm going to get a few more of these made. Like I said, I'm going to put a couple plain black sheets in between these, and then we'll come back and bind them all together. I was planning on going to Hobby Lobby today, but my chicken, especially Miss Daisy, she's one of my white leghorns, decided she's going to have a prolapsed event. So I am ultra vet today. We very seldom ever have, knock on wood, trouble with our chickens as far as, I can say this is our first illness. Okay, from what I understand, her breed is known to do that because they lay a large egg for their size. So and she's been a champion layer. Matter of fact, all the little yellow chickens I have right now are her babies. That's, so anyway, poor little thing. I got her in the taxi in the living room. She's eating and drinking and all that good stuff. She's had a bath. I kind of soaked her in some Epsom salt to try to get her to relax. We wasn't having that. So, I did what I could for her, and I now have her in the tote or taxi in the living room, and she's in there. She's wet, because she's had a bath, but, I say something about a wet hen. Well, she wasn't mad about it. She just would rather not. Okay, guys. I'll be back in a bit.